Welcome back, everyone. I'm Jason, and you're watching Jason Jensen Trains. Well, in today's episode, we are starting our N-scale layout. Let me show you a quick drawing of the size. So as you can see, it is 10.5 feet long and 8 feet wide. And the gray area up here is what we're going to start working on. Now, currently it is at 4 feet or just under 4 feet. But when it's finished, I'd like to raise it up to at least 5 feet so that I can have my workbench under it, my computer under it, lots of tabletop area underneath the layout. Now, there's a big difference between my HO scale layout and the N scale layout. It is going to be set in present day. It's a very modern layout, and this layout is set in the 40s or 50s. This layout has no switches on it. My N scale layout will have lots of switches on it. This layout has no lighting on it whatsoever. The N scale layout will have lighting. So it's a much different layout. And just for the basic reason that I just don't want to get bored. I don't want to just build another layout that looks like this one, but smaller. So by doing a modern layout, it allows me to run newer engines, newer box cars. I'm able to do graffiti. And then with having switches, I can do some operating on it. And then with the lighting, I can maybe even do some nighttime operations on it. Now, another fun fact about this is that my friend Wayman is also building an N-scale layout, and his channel is Pro Scale Models. So be sure to check his channel out. There will be signs on both of ours that will be next exit, and it'll be the name of the town that is on his N-scale layout, or exit 101 south to, and the name of a town that's on his layout. And he'll have signs like that on his layout. And we'll also be swapping box cars which have the names of our layouts on it. And so it's just going to be very fun to go back and forth and have that connection between the two layouts. And it's also just fun to have another modeler that you can call and bounce ideas off of. So it's going to be very, very fun and exciting to be starting an N-scale layout at the same time he is starting his N-scale layout. All right, well, let me take you into the other room and show you where we're at so far. Okay, so here we are. Now, again, this section that I'm working on is 8 feet long. So as you can see, lots of industry. Now there will be a second level right up there in the back that is the city, and all the track on that level will be buried in the concrete, so the trains will be running right down the middle of the roads. And then above that we'll have an elevated subway train. So there will actually be 3 levels of track. and then very tall skyscrapers in the back. Now once I raise this up another foot, I'll probably do a backdrop that's fully painted on there. So here is the drawing again. So you can see the small section to the right will be right here. Then we'll have a long section, and then we'll have a section that comes out all the way out to right there. So this is 2 feet wide. It'll go back. This is 7 feet long. Then we have from this corner to this corner is 10.5 feet. And then 8 feet. And then 5 or 6 feet out to the edge right here. And it may actually come over all the way over to here. Haven't decided yet. Now all of this in the front gets cut away. So starting from here or maybe back, it'll get cut over, and then that gets cut. And then it comes out like right there. So all this pink styrofoam will be gone, and it'll be right down to the plywood, because that's all water in the front. And we'll have waterfront structures and boats. And then we'll also have water going back through here and curving back. So as you can see, I'm already doing lots of kit bashing. I'm only using 2 to 3 walls of each kit. That allows me to build other structures with those extra walls. So there will be a crane that runs right here that unloads stuff onto a barge that'll be right here in the water. Now the 2 tracks here come out, and there will be a lot of water out here. And it actually loops, so the 2 will connect. It'll come out, loop, and go back. And then same on this end, we'll have a big loop right here. This is my Star Wars layout that I'm going to be working on. And again, lots of switching. Already in this 8-foot section, we have like 6 or 7 switches already. I think it'll make for some fun operating. All right, well, as you can see, nothing is glued down yet on that layout. None of the tracks even in place. I'm still in the planning stage, so I'm still moving things around, but I feel like it's headed in a really good direction. I'm really happy with it so far. Now, all of the switches will be hand thrown. I'll install little hand throw switches, just for the simple fact that I didn't want to drill through that 2-inch thick styrofoam and the plywood that's underneath it. So, and just being a shelf layout, not being very deep and just standing at it and operating, I'm fine with doing hand throws. Now, of course, I need to plan some new N-scale structures to do as kits that I can also put on the layout. So we have so many videos coming up on this, and it's so exciting to be able to share building a brand new layout with all of you. For those of you who don't know, I now have 3 layouts. I have my HO scale layout, which you see here, the N scale layout, which we are just starting, and I have a sci-fi layout, which is 1/18 scale. Now, in the next few months, I want to have trains running on the N-scale layout and also on the sci-fi layout. Now, you can visit my website at jasonjensentrains.com and you can get merchandise for all 3 scales. All right, this is going to be a very, very exciting year working on 3 different layouts. You know, and this is all possible thanks to all of these people right here. I cannot thank you enough for supporting this channel and making this all possible. So huge, huge thank you to all of my Patreon members. If you'd like to become a Patreon, visit patreon.com/Jason Jensen Trains. Now, if you are a Patreon member, you will get behind the scene photos almost every day. Sometimes it's every other day. A lot of great photos and tips. You also receive a discount on all brand new kits that are released. So it is a great value, really. With the savings that you get, it really pays for itself. So consider becoming a member. All right, well, until next time, stay motivated and happy modeling, everyone.